Now let's talk about vaccination efforts. It was a very busy weekend across the city. Health officials now say more than half of Toronto teens, 16 to 19, have had their first shot, as almost all Torontonians can now expect a 2-dose summer. So joining us now with the very latest on the city's vaccination rollout is General Manager of Emergency Management and Fire Chief Matthew Pegg. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing all right, and thank you so much for joining. I know you have a busy schedule as always, but I got to say, I got a phone call. My phone was ringing this weekend, City of Toronto. I picked it up, and like many Torontonians, hey, Mayor John Tory was on the other line in an automated message talking about a town hall that is coming up where you'll be included as well when it comes to vaccinations, and that's coming up on Wednesday. Can you talk about that?
Sure. That's a new program that the city has launched known as VaxTO. And it is doing a number of things. It's leveraging a number of really cool and innovative communications platforms, much like social media and text messaging and calling like you experienced, and adding a number of tools to the toolbox. And of course, part of that kickoff will in fact be a citywide town hall that I will be very pleased to accompany Mayor Tory and Dr. Davila in, really in doing a couple of things to help spread the message, to help answer any questions, hopefully to address any lingering vaccine confidence issues, and of course encouraging as many people as possible to get vaccinated as very soon as possible.
Chief Pegg, we in the very beginning we saw a lot of the lineups, and now we're seeing some vaccination clinics where you go to Vaccine Hunters and City of Toronto site and saying, hey, there is no lineup, we are ready to go. Do you think that we're at a point where some might say we're plateauing to a degree?
Well, the lineup, let's deal with that in two pieces if we can. The lineup thing is an interesting thing. From the start, when we built the city-operated vaccine clinics, there's 9 of those, our operating model was based on the principle of doing everything we can do to eliminate lines. So everything is pre-booked, it's all pre-scheduled, confirmed appointment times, and our clinics run extremely well, and generally speaking, it's very uncommon to see lineups at city clinics. When you contrast that against some of the clinics like pop-ups and mobile clinics that our Team Toronto partners operate, oftentimes there is a first come, first serve, or a come as you are style of clinic where you'll see the lineups. Both work extremely well, and we would not be here without the incredible support of all of our Team Toronto, and that's hospitals, that's Ontario Health Team partners, it's community health partners, just doing absolutely fantastic work. With respect to plateauing, we're certainly seeing, we've got the majority of people have already had their first dose. That's fantastic. This next push is about really reaching out and speaking to the people that have not yet had the opportunity or taken the opportunity to get to receive their first dose, and then really focusing on what, as I know you've been talking about this morning, the expedited and accelerated second dose rollout, which is really exciting news as well.
Indeed. And so, and we should just mention to our viewers again, those 80 plus can log on and start getting on board with that appointment. And then it goes by when you got it 70 and then when you got it for first dose, second dose. So that's definitely encouraging news. And I do want to say, I want to give a shout out to everyone within the city, the volunteers, those who are working, all of these clinics. Just some incredible work that they're doing. And I do also want to remind those who are attending there that some of the behavior that we have seen at some of these clinics, for some people who might have been abusive to those who are working these clinics, that is just uncalled for. And I know you've been outspoken with that too, Chief Pegg, about some of the bad behavior. So I do want to call that out, but thank everyone who is doing their very finest work in order to get these shots into arms.
Yeah, very well said, and thank you for bringing that. I will say I have the privilege 7 days a week of working alongside some of the most dedicated, selfless people I've ever experienced. There is this massive network of staff and volunteers who are coming together to launch and roll out and continue to administer our vaccine campaign. And frankly, we are so close to having COVID behind us, and that's really at their collective hands. I'm glad and I appreciate the fact that seeing the types of negative behavior you spoke about, we do see that, although I'm proud of the fact, I'm proud of Toronto and the fact that it's very uncommon in the grand scheme of things. We appreciate that people are frustrated. We all want this behind us. I know that there is a real desire for the second doses. The great news is the accelerated rollout is coming. So please be patient, bear with us. We'll get through the the implementation of the provincial framework, and hopefully in only a few short weeks we'll be able to say that COVID is on the way behind us, and we'll be heading back to all of the things we've missed so much.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Chief Pegg, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Have a great day.
You
Go
too.
Leafs, go.
Ooh, oh, there you go. 7-Eleven, Chief Pegg says, go Leafs, go. What say you? We're going upstairs. Hi, guys.